Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know, for those following me on Facebook and maybe Minria, the Real Estate Local Club, I posted 3 articles earlier today, this afternoon, a couple hours ago, and they are some of the disruption happening in the real estate business, some big headline news. So for those that are in the real estate business, these are national headlines. So let me give you a little bit of a recap of what's going on here. We've got Redfin, new article came out a few hours ago. It's talking about how Redfin is, going to continue to disrupt the real estate industry, how they're able to get marketing and leads in their app and all that data done more efficiently than anybody else. Real Darren Fox going to see it. Somebody was just messaging me just now to do a Facebook Live. I'm looking for people to do Facebook Lives as well, real estate marketing, all that kind of stuff. So Redfin is disrupting the market. So they have access to data. They are number 3 in traffic, I believe, next to under Zillow and Realtor.org. I'm sorry. And so if you can just imagine somebody like an Amazon who has just a lot of tech data, you can imagine how much of a disruption there is and how much they're changing things. So Redfin is doing this. They are able to keep their costs really low. I posted the article on the Minria's real estate site. They say, like a lot of traditional real estate agents charge 6%. They're at like 1.5%. It might even be less than that. Jay Shoddy, good to see you. So obviously, how can anyone compete with that, right? It's kind of like the self-checkout, or people doing a lot of the research themselves with Amazon, but like the self-checkout at the Walmarts and the Targets and everything nowadays. So that's how they're able to keep the pricing down and everything, right? People are doing a lot of the work themselves now. They can do the MLS searches, they can use the app, they can access a lot of the data. It saves a real estate agent a lot of time. Real estate agent, actually I would say they make less commission, they have to do more deals, but the way that Redfin's designed it, I guess, is different than Compass and some of the other real estate brokerages, because it's they're more of a marketing super agent the way it's designed. But obviously they're going to be able to be a lot more efficient. Plus, they're hiring people, from my understanding, like W-2 salary people. So it's not the same as a commission type thing. So I think the article said that they just IPO'd on Friday. So that recently came up. So kind of look into Redfin. There's a few other disruptors out there like Compass and others, but look into Redfin. Also, it said, there's another article I posted, that appraisers' jobs are going to be taken over by robots soon. And one of the stats that caught my attention in that article was a guy from Illinois. He was an appraiser. They said the average person in the office was 58 years old. They said back in 2005, I think 1,200 people were applying for the appraisal position. Real Darren Fox, good to see you. Now we're talking like 100 people. So, it's literally like people aren't even coming up in the pipeline. They're not even coming up through the ranks anymore to try to even be a real estate appraiser. They also said that it's like taking like a 4-year degree to be a real estate appraiser now. So they said, eviction, good to see you. Good to see you. So what's happening is I guess, like the big, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and some of those guys, the articles are saying that they're getting more comfortable with the automation of the data and the appraisals being done more by like robots and tech. So it's just, if you watch my videos, it all comes down to supply and demand, supply and demand of money, cash flow, everything else to keep these businesses. With all this disruption, everybody's trying to stay in business, right, and get bigger. So they're cutting all their costs, and what we're looking at here is we're looking at people starting to use the tech and the robots versus actual appraisers. And then let's look at the appraisers as too. Are they gonna go get a 4-year degree just to get an appraisal job when they don't even know if it's going to be around later? And then here's the other thing too: is it really pay enough to even get the college debt to begin with? So the appraiser jobs may be going away. Check out that article that's coming out about them going extinct. There's some articles out there about real estate agents going extinct as well. Another one of the articles was Freddie Mac, and I believe other ones are following as well. I don't know if Fannie Mae was as well. And a few banks were piggybacking off of this, but there's a 1% program out there. This article came out on July 27th. There's a 1% article, 1% down payment was what a lot of these banks were doing. They were letting people do a 1% down payment on housing, and now they're increasing it to 3%. And there was like a 2% rebate, I believe. And so that is now changing from 1% to 3%. Some people may consider that tightening of the lenders right now on financing and asking you to, put a little bit more of a down payment. Nothing too extravagant right now. I mean, not until it starts going up to 5% or 10% is the lending really tightening. But it is something to pay attention to. I was checking out a 10-year graph on real estate from 2007, and it was from April 2007 when it started to dip very high. Maybe it went down 35% within the year or two or whatever. And, I was telling everyone else I knew in the industry, I think I was predicting that within a week or two of when that actually started to happen. And the catalyst for me was the tightening of loans. It was the higher-end properties, it was the stated loans were going away. That's where I started to see that something was going to happen. So when people are kind of like, well, what's the catalyst, what's going to cause it? That's what I would say would cause it. It would be the tightening of the lending, so I pay very close attention to that. When the credit scores go up, the DTI goes down, the reserves go up, the down payment goes up. When everything just gets tougher and tougher. Having said that, I did run into a friend, Jason Curtis, today that over at the Loan Depot, they're doing loans at 520 credit scores, which is pretty incredible. I don't know how they're doing that, but we're looking into that because obviously we have hundreds of different leads through people I know. They have hundreds of leads of people that would love financing at those kind of credit scores. So that's mostly in the Minnesota area. So those are people I know, but I'm sure you know those people as well. So those are about 4 different big stories that are happening right now. Go ahead and Google them and find them as well. I posted them in the MNREIA, MNREIA.com Facebook group, and that's Minnesota local one. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go do a Facebook Live. I am looking for people to do Facebook Lives on. We'll tap into each other's audiences. It'll increase the demand. More about that on future videos. And then I'm also doing stuff on Instagram, and then you also see me on Pinterest and LinkedIn and so forth. So I think that covers most of them. I think I maybe forgot YouTube as well. I'm doing some YouTube videos. I'll upload this to YouTube. Okay. Real Darren Fox, good to see you again. You might have a bad connection. I see you keep joining, but okay, guys, I'll catch you later.